Good 24 hours after abdominal hernia surgery. Welcome to the journey of broken to bulking, only on Hackers Prime. I'm here to share my thoughts with you of how I feel after this surgery, since I did one before. Figured I'd express my thoughts, feelings, what's going on, what my plan is. But first, we're gonna give you a quick announcement. I do have an interview coming up on the Required Taste podcast. I listen to them on Spotify. You can listen to them on any streaming service. But the Required Taste podcast, coming up on the 3rd year anniversary of my accident. They gave me an interview last year around the 2nd year anniversary of the accident. So you can check that out. It's an interview with Lucas Davila. That's my name. The channel's Hackers Prime. But you can check that out. In the meantime, they are specifically about history with a big healthy dose of comedy. Check them out if you need something to listen to, if you enjoy podcasts. But with that being said, I won't even wait. I'll go ahead and show you the before real quick. What hernia we're talking about, and the hernia in question. Bam. You can see the scar. And then here's the after. Yeah, they got me all the way down to the belly button. Give you the side profile. It's almost concave right now because I got so much swelling going on down here and up here. Got the blood tube. I have to clear the tube itself out every 2 hours, but then this, as it fills up, we have to take a picture, measure it, and then send it off. But give me 1 second. I'm going to wrap this hernia up. I got gauze on the injury. Got one. Just going to help me put that on. And just like when we would work out, put 2 of them on there. So I got so much swelling above the scar and below. Thank you, baby cakes.
You're welcome.
Alright, now, I'm happy that everything went well. Everything went very well, incredibly well. I'm happy the way everything went. Didn't stay down long. It was a 4-hour procedure, and then I was in the recovery for an hour, and then I woke up in my room. Hoping, of course, that everything stays well so far as the healing process goes, but that's more or less on me. I was informed after the hundreds of surgeries he's done like this, he's only had 2 come back, and that's because it was before even 3 weeks that they were into it. They were busting it open, doing more than they should have done. It's a 6-week healing process, so no heavy lifting, anything over essentially 20-25 pounds for about 6 weeks. But we will be getting to the gym in a couple days, keeping a routine, keeping light cardio, light weights, just maintaining routine. No core at all, obviously. Just the sight of it alone makes me smile. I like to see, even though it is an innie, it's not an outie anymore, and that was something that was hindering me for a long time in the mental department, because I wasn't seeing the progress that I was, essentially striving for with this whole gym thing. Definitely gives me a lot better sense of, sense of pride, and sense of like, oh, look I am actually doing something, things are changing, and now I can actually see it instead of looking down and constantly being reminded that I used to be a fat boy, even though it was just a hernia. But they had the opportunity to check out what they could do for my right oblique. If you don't know, I do not have a right oblique right now. When my pelvis got destroyed in my initial accident, there was nothing left to attach the right oblique to. But they did say that if everything heals up properly, that he might be able to put some bone anchors into my right pelvis and then reconstruct a oblique for me so that my organs are no longer popping out on that side. So fingers crossed for that, and hope that he can figure something out after this healing process and get scanned again. The blood bladder, you've seen that. We got to empty that out. It's supposed to be once every morning, but if it fills up, obviously I got to empty it out sooner. Send pictures and report back to the doctor with what's going on with it. Plasma does get stuck in the tube, so that's what we got to essentially push out, is the plasma, so that everything can keep flowing right. Let's see here. Yeah, I told you about the 6 weeks healing process. I am worried about losing my numbers, the numbers that I had before. I did have I was repping the 225 on the bench for about 3 reps.
So I don't know where you at.
I've never done the USF like
Just come on, you got it. Oh, my bench is stronger than my squat.
I did the deadlift 255, and this was 3 reps. And then I did squat the 185 for, I believe, 2 or 3 reps.
There you go. You might want to stop a little higher. You bent to the back.
Oh, I know it. That's fine. I still got the fucker.
That looked a lot nicer.
Oh, no, go ahead, man. I'm hoping I don't lose those numbers. I hope I don't lose my pull-ups, because I worked really hard for the pull-ups. If you've been following the journey, I worked for a good couple, 6-7 months to get those pull-ups. After the first hernia surgery that I had, I challenged myself after the 6 weeks to get a pull-up, and eventually I did. Push-up checkpoints. Do your push-up checkpoints, do your push-ups, even if I'm not reminding you, do your push-ups. I'm going to get back to my push-ups too as soon as I can have the core strength to do so, but I don't want to rip this open. So we're going to be nice and tender with the core department. The push-up checkpoints, we're going to get back on those. So the weights, the calisthenics, I've been working so hard to get. I want to make sure I maintain that after this whole procedure and after this whole healing process. But, and yeah, still even in the healing process here, I'm still, doing positive things for myself. I mean, the surgery itself was something that I had to do. And if there's people out there that are just waiting to get it done, or just hesitant to get it done, I definitely advise to get it done sooner than later before it causes more, harm than good, because this was a lot smaller a year and a half ago, but because we had a couple cancellations, and if you've seen the 300 reps a day for 100 days, this was supposed to happen last year, and in about May, but then because of everything still from the pandemic that happened, and the date got pushed back, I was trying to get in shape as I could to get this done, but I got it done now. It gave me something to strive for and keep working towards, so don't hesitate to get that done if you need it. That goes for anyone. A couple people have mentioned how they got hernias, and they're kind of sketchy about going in and worried, and don't worry, it's not bad. The healing process, just trying to figure out how to chill and relax, has been my biggest issue, because I want to get up and keep walking around. But other than that, make sure you guys are getting up, getting out, doing something positive for yourselves. I'm in good spirits. Hanging out with all my little transformers. I got my baby cakes. Hanging out with my transformers right here in the hotel room for another day. Still hurts to sit up for more than an hour and a half or so. So we're going to give it till tomorrow, and then we'll ride home back up north. But for now, I just want to let you know, don't forget Required Taste Podcast. I got an interview next week. The Required Taste Podcast. You can listen to the first interview with Lucas Davila. The second interview will be posted next week when we get it. So make sure you're checking that out. And you can check out anything else they got. They got a lot of good stuff to listen to. You like to chuckle, have a good time. Required Taste Podcast. You can hear me on there. Hackett's Prime. Out. Much love to all our one.